Hello, I'm Graham Brown. Just like to take a few moments of your time to tell you a little about Basecamp. Basecamp is a workshop that is in preparation for a journey of no distance, an internal journey of no distance. From where to where? Well, I think we all know that our world is in a very turbulent space at the present time. There's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. Our future is challenging. And we know that we have to make changes. Now, we all too often think that those changes are external. We just need to do things a bit differently. But the question is, why have we done what we have done? Because if we don't change that, nothing much will change. So in Basecamp, we make preparations for that internal journey. I use two structures simply because that happens to be the gift that has come to me. This is one. You can see this very beautifully crafted piece of equipment. I made this about 15 years ago, but it was some time after I made it, and you'll see why I made this in a moment, that I realized that this was the nature of my mind. Duality. A mind that has subject and object separated by the mechanisms of perception. Endlessly linked together, but endlessly separated. So we have replicated that in our mind, good and bad, right and wrong, government and opposition, black and white. It is endless. And this is the way that we see our world largely. We look at the forest around us and we see a resource, but we are not in direct communion with what we hear because our consciousness is absorbed in this. And as we are absorbed in this, we can treat all of this as object and not pay attention to its existence, what it needs. It's a structure which naturally tends to build hierarchy. Many people in the Western world, no matter who they are trying to be here in one way, shape or form. Whether it is the President of the United States or China or dear Boris, or somebody in the playground looking to be here to make ourselves safe. So this is where we are, the man-made world, if you would like. And if we're building a new community on this planet, what does that actually look like? Well, this is an expression of the natural world. Endlessly, cyclically interconnected, interdependent. Now, what we know is when we impose this on this, we can see that the two do not match. And it's that mismatch that has brought us the global crisis that we're in. So, Basecamp is a journey of no distance from this to that, but more importantly, to know something of the empty, centerless spaciousness. To make such a journey, we need to understand the landscape. We ideally need to have some reliable tools that help us to meet the obstacles that we will naturally face, because there are obstacles in this structure embedded in our being. How do we not only meet those, but in a way allow them to dissolve in the fabric of our being? Basecamp is a place where we explore that, we begin to collect some of those tools, and we begin to make our passage through the content of our own mind. I like to do this in small groups because this is deep and personal work. You are very, very welcome, and I actually love Basecamp. It is such a beautiful workshop to share with you. So, please take a look at the website. You will see different dates available, different locations, and I look forward to spending some time with you. Thank you.